The world of social media content creators is kind of interesting. You really don't know who somebody is or how much pull they have based on their subscriber count. On YouTube, you can have 1 million subs, but somebody has an engaged audience with just 60,000 subscribers. On Instagram, you can have a lot of followers, a lot of likes, but you can't really do anything outside of the app. For an example, this could even happen with entertainers like Meg Thee Stallion. She has a bunch of IG followers, she has a bunch of Spotify listeners, but still can't sell albums or even sell out concerts. It's just the way it is. So we would look at her as not having that much influence. But there are some people who have a lot of influence based on their messaging. And that is someone like Tariq Nasheed. He doesn't have the biggest YouTube platform, the biggest Instagram platform, or the biggest X or Twitter Space account. But man, can he get people to move. And that is exactly why Tariq Nasheed, you would put him to the equivalent of somebody like a Abba and Preach channel, somebody like Fresh and Fit. He's right up there as far as a social media content creator because of the impact that he has with his content. He even told Myron such a thing.
Myron and Fresh and Fit and you guys got to have strippers and all types of guests on your shows in order to get views. And I still get more views than you. You're not relevant worth a damn. You got to have gimmicks and all of this other stuff to get views. You're not relevant. Now, if you have an interesting guest, people might tune in to hear that guest. On my channel, on Tariq Radio, I don't have any guests. It's just me chopping it up. Show me you can do that. You understand what I'm saying? Not many people can just get on a stage by themselves every day and get tens of thousands of views. No gimmicks, no strippers, not beating up OnlyFans girls and yelling at none of that gimmicky nonsense. Only few people can do that and get those kind of views. That's relevancy. And then I can take that same relevance offline. That's why I can put thousands of people in movie theaters around the country, sir. You can't do that, Myron. You can't get thousands of people to go to movie theaters around the country and sell out movie theaters simultaneously in different cities. You don't have that. You understand? You can't have thousands of people come out to Washington, D.C.
And that's right. Myron can't get anybody to come out unless you got OnlyFans models to a yacht party.
Just like say what's up to the camera, introduce yourselves. Apparently you guys are from Czech Republic?
No, definitely not.
Where are you guys from? Oh, she's scared. It's too late now to get your identities.
I'm Jackson.
So look, the Europeans are getting scared. They're running away.
So Tariq Nasheed's impact is strong. His hashtag FBA, or Foundational Black American, started off just a few years ago, but now even whites are using that on the right, like Ann Coulter.
So to make the point that Kamala isn't a foundational Black American, I'm always pointing out to Black people, hey, have you noticed Indians are getting all the good diversity jobs? Foundational Black American.
And I've noticed over the years that, many people want to come after Tariq Nasheed because of his stances in political elections. Now, Tariq Nasheed was one of the first people that pointed out that Democrats were pretty much trying to do some scammy things with their content.
Last month, Sunday says she was hired by Protect Our Care, a progressive advocacy group that relies on anonymous donors. She made a video warning about Trump's second-term agenda.
They almost help you script it, right?
Right, definitely.
She takes their talking points and puts them into her own voice, saying she always discloses when she's being paid.
What's your rate?
So a video just for a creator in my size, an average can go from $3,000 to $10,000 depending and upwards.
Most folks didn't think that was going to be the case. But then again, Democrats were out here using their propaganda. So wait a minute. What is propaganda?
Propaganda is a covert communication method used in leading men to action. There's your definition. It's a covert communication method used in leading men to action. Notice what it says here. Propaganda does not primarily serve to change the opinions of man, but instead to reinforce and intensify his opinions for the purposes of leading men to action. Propaganda seeks action. Propaganda seeks to inspire belief-motivated action.
So again, Tariq Nasheed was pointing out that, hey, bots are out here, the Democrats are out here pretty much putting out this same copy and paste messaging to the black community. I've went over that, but here he's going to prove it. Look at this particular thing, right? The DNC are attacking Tariq Nasheed directly. Tariq Nasheed put up this post. Hey DNC, when you send your paid plantation flunkies to social media spaces to regurgitate your discrediting tactics against me and other influencers, can you tell them not to be so sloppy and obvious? At least have them reword things from their multiple accounts. Let's look at this. Survived a piece. This is Tariq Nasheed and hashtag FBA plan. 1. Spread information to attempt to get Trump elected. 2. If Trump won and didn't deliver, they say he doesn't have to provide a black agenda because he didn't get majority black votes. 3. Get other black voters to stay home. Now, 4 hours earlier, this person did this. CJG Productions. This is Tariq Nasheed and hashtag FBA plan. Spread information to attempt to get Trump elected. If Trump won and didn't deliver, they said he doesn't have to provide a black agenda because he didn't get majority black vote. Get other black voters to stay home by saying Democrats are not providing black specific policy while not requesting same for Trump voters. It looks like this is the same thing they're trying to do, copying and paste. Now, is this a hit on Tariq Nasheed's page? Some folks may not believe in conspiracy theories, and I typically don't, but I'm gonna say yes. I believe that hashtag FBA, also as well as hashtag ADOS, those things are a threat to the Democratic route, especially hashtag FBA, because Tariq Nasheed is now more successful with that, and Tariq Nasheed has also said that Trump has won certain talking points and things like that. Even when Trump got shot, Tariq Nasheed wished him well. Tariq Nasheed did not wish Joe Biden well when he stepped out of the presidential election. And let's get back to this whole quota, spread misinformation, all of these things. Like, do y'all even understand what Tariq Nasheed or hashtag FBA are asking for? They're asking for reparations, same thing that Yvette Carnell was asking for. The biggest goal of hashtag FBA, hashtag ADOS, is reparations for that group from that particular lineage. Why are you not addressing that Kamala Harris doesn't want to produce those items for the black community? That's the real thing here. We're not discussing anything else. Why is it that you have a problem with that? And that is the case. Okay, anybody who is trying to tell people don't vote, all right? And I'm pretty sure that might be for Umar Johnson as well. Nobody is dealing with the fact that, okay, what do the blacks get? Let's talk about this. Number 3, again, get other black voters to stay home by saying Democrats are not providing black specific policy while not requesting same for Trump voters. Well, hold on. Is it true that Democrats are not providing black specific policy? Yes, they're not. And this is a brother that's a black person, but I do believe he's not an African American or hashtag FBA. Number 3 is right. So you're requesting the same for Trump voters, but let me ask you this. Who has had the Democratic Party for 60 years or the black vote? You guys. So after 60 years, how come you don't have black specific policy for the things that African Americans or hashtag FBA or hashtag ADOS find necessary? So let's attack this guy or anybody else who's talking like that because they want what they should get. We're seeing Asian specific policy. We're seeing LGBTQ specific policy. We're seeing Latino specific policies, which I don't think anybody black has an issue with. What about black specific policy? But yet you want the black vote to stay there without doing anything for it. It's almost like going into a restaurant and demanding free food, but you don't want to pay for it. What would someone tell you? They would tell you to get it. They would tell you to get out. So now people are saying, well, listen, if they don't want to give blacks or African Americans or hashtag FBA what we're looking for with our unique lineage, we should not participate in the political process. Or going with Donald Trump is actually better than dealing with Kamala Harris and the DNC. Again, this is nothing but accountability and nothing but attacking blacks based on the fact that they want something different, which I think is clown stuff. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.